This industry has a $1.9 billion impact in South Carolina and employs more than 28,000 people, according to a new legislative report.
So now legislators want to expand that by bringing horse betting here to South Carolina. News 19's Becky Buds has that story.
Kate Dalton wakes up before dawn every day.
We groom them and water them and feed them and check them over again.
She's been a steeplechase trainer at Springdale Racetrack in Camden for decades.
It's a pretty ongoing, labor-intensive job.
The stable holds 15 horses year-round, a number she says has steadily declined over the years.
The equine industry has been shrinking. The other states are sort of siphoning the equine industry away from South Carolina.
Dalton says that's because betting on horses is legal there.
They're bringing in more money, and the more money they bring in, the more money they offer, and the more money they put into the equine industry.
Bipartisan legislation known as the South Carolina Equine Advancement Act would bring horse race betting to the state.
People are doing it, and that money's going offshore or someplace else. But
under the legislation, bettors could place bets on their phone through apps like FanDuel or DraftKings. Licensing fees and 10% of profits from wagers would go back to the state, which would distribute that money to the equine community through grant programs.
It provides a tax-free revenue stream, which is what I'm always looking for.
The legislation undoubtedly faces an uphill battle, as many state leaders believe gambling is immoral. But Dalton says trainers' livelihoods are at stake.
I want this training center to be full of horses and overflowing, and then I know that I can stay in my house for the rest of my life, and I'm not one of those people who has to pick up and move my horses to another state because I don't want to go to another state.
The bill now goes to the Senate floor. In Camden, Becky Buds, News 19 WLTX.
Well, if signed into law, it could bring up to $14 million annually to the state, according to an analysis done by the Racing Resource Group.